God, I hope so. God, I sincerely hope so. I do not want us quietly to just trickle into fascism. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It doesn't need to look like the French Revolution. You don't need to put up barricades. You don't need to pitchfork each other. Sitting down and not participating in society. Like you've seen the TikToks going around about the million-person march, and then the black creators are like, not us, not the 92%. This is not our march. For the first time in history, they're like, you guys march. You go be the beta fish. And if they stack bricks and accuse you of terrorism and violence, that's on you. But I think in this world, a revolution really would involve just not. Like, we've been gearing up for this. Years of TikTok and being shut in and COVID have trained us to just stay home. Now, they might fight back by, cutting off Netflix, but I've said to you, get books, get CDs, get VHS tapes. Have a block party with your friends. But I think people fail to realize that for the French Revolution, which is often referenced, give or take, there were 28 million people in France at the time. Give or take. They believed the number of participants in the French Revolution was somewhere from 1 to 2 million. 7%, really. They got that done with 7%. This mindset that 52% of the population needs to come together. It doesn't have to be that large. I mean, the larger it is, the faster it will happen. But it's kind of like monkey see, monkey do. Once you see other people boycotting by not doing anything, you kind of get more comfortable. Everybody kind of wants to leave the party, but we're all waiting for that first Irish goodbye to be like, okay, it's time to go now. And then it starts this wave of like, oh yeah, us and the babysitter, we gotta go. There will always be the people who will not join in. There will always be the people later who remember history of and I led it. Yeah, the history books will credit white people. Maybe not. Maybe in this overthrow civil war, honestly, it would be ideal if the East Coast and the West Coast and Mexico and Canada would just box the crazy in. You guys can have a port out of Florida. That can be yours. That can be your way to the ocean. But, this and here, these are not for you. I mean, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, California, Washington, Oregon, Chicago, or Illinois, Minnesota. We just stop sending money to the U.S. government. The military will probably side with Trump, but they will only side with Trump as long as their paychecks keeps rolling in. Nobody is going to do this on a voluntarily basis. No, I'll die for you! For free, and my widow won't get any benefits because you've cut all of them already. It doesn't have the same, but really, it's 7% of the population would be enough. We're not asking you to storm barricades. We're not asking you to, sit home. Don't buy shit. Spring is coming. It's 75 out here today. Go touch grass. Just stop participating in society. But I seriously hope people realize it only takes 7% to inspire what would probably be another 7%. Doubt you'll ever make it to 40 to 50%. But the longer fascism grows, think of it like cancer. You catch a tiny little tumor, we cut it out in the office with a little lidocaine. You ignore it for 90 days, 270 days. Project 2025 is moving quickly. Is they want to do as much damage because whatever we break, whatever we stop, whatever we hold off, they've gained 2 inches. Even if Democrats get back in power, they're not going to put everything back that was. Well, we figured out how to run the government with half the staff. I guess we'll keep it that way. You know how many years it's going to take before we put something like the Clean Water Act back in place? And that's what Trump's done in 90 days. Well, that's what Project 2025 has done in 90 days. Trump has just fucked with the economy and tariffs, and Elon has gutted everything to his advantage, but that's what they've gotten done in 90 days. We don't have much more than 90 days to do something, otherwise it's not going to be great. The longer you let the cancer grow, the harder it is to get it all out, and the harder it is to make sure it doesn't come back.